Hey, the iPod story that was 15 years ago. Things weren't working out in Lake Tahoe. It was really hard coming off Elizabeth, my first love, and that was really unfortunate. It was all lost over a little misunderstanding. But anyway, so I moved to Wisconsin to live with the extended family, relatives, aunts and uncles, grandparents. Anyway, the deal in those days was Gamma and Gampa give each grandchild $500 for Xmas to get supposedly whatever they want, reasonably speaking. So, that year, that was iPods were really big back in 2004. Um, so there were three primary models at the time. Um, iPod 10, iPod 20, and iPod 40 gig. So naturally, I wanted the big one because I figured that way I'll never have to kick myself for not getting the one with maximum space. I mean, I'll always have the one with the. So they were basically external hard drives. You could store pretty much anything on there, as I recall. Um, you know, movie slash video files, other files, in addition to music slash audio. So, but anyway, primary reason for getting that was I was really big into Tony Robbins' 30-day program, Personal Power 2, The Driving Force. I had that disc set. It was a large, like 12 disc box set. So naturally, since technology was advancing, I wanted to condense that into little iPod. You know, they were sort of big in those days, but still handheld. So anyway, the one I wanted cost $400 for the 40 gig, and so I was 19. I could do math, and I thought, okay, this is what I learned in school. $500 minus $400 equals $100. So hey, I can swing it. I just want one thing this year, 2004 that is. I want the iPod 40 so I can condense the program so I can stay in condition. So, anyway, oh, by the way, I was pining on this for months in advance. Before I even came to Wisconsin, I was eyeing checking out the Apple website and, looking them over, mulling it over, and I just had my eye on that 40 because then I thought, then I'll never have to kick myself for not getting, the maximum space because I can store lots of things on it. It's an external hard drive. So anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I want an iPod this year, blah blah, and so they're like, okay, all right, so uh, Gampa and I finally get to Best Buy. Finally get there. I'm inches from this iPod 40, and then suddenly he's like, no, wait, look over here. Here's the 10. It's only $100. Get the cheap one. And I was like, well, no, but the 40 had the maximum capacity. kind of for a while I wanted that one. And he's like, no, here, Steve, ah, ah. And just like, oh, the pressure coming down on me, passed down from generations of pressuring. And I was just like, oh God, what is he doing? What is he doing? I had thought this all out. This is really supposed to be my thing. Now, I had just come from a whole painstaking, god-awful process that they called upbringing from my folks. Give you a little quick side story. Okay, this predates the iPod story, so shelf the iPod story for a moment. Okay, so my folks and I were at a department store. I'm like 14, 15, something like that. So I'm like, hey, I've got some money, a few dollars in my pocket. I don't have a wallet, I just have this like loose money in my pocket. And I noticed there was a wallet on clearance, this red canvas wallet. I don't remember, it was cheap. It might have been less than $6 or something. Just, I don't know, it was like on clearance. It might have been less than $6. It could have been 3. I don't remember. It was cheap. We'll say 6. I can't. In any case, it was cheap. So, I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is a logical motion. I've been given this money by my uppers, my supposed betters. They gave me this money to learn to spend on things that I want and need. So, me coming at this logical fashion, I'm just like, okay, I have a few dollars. Hey, I'm gonna get this wallet here. I need a wallet. That way I can put money in this wallet. And they did something I did not expect. They come down on me so hard. No, Steve, you can't get this little red wallet. You can't do it. No, Steve, you can't do it. No, God, no. Oh my God. You mustn't do it. No, absolutely not. I just imagine, how stupid like parents sound, like father sounds when he acts like he's right about something. Just like, no, Steve, we said, it's just, you can't, I don't know even what he said, just stupid crap. And I'm just thinking, what the fuck, what, just like, no, I don't even know. I'm just thinking, what the hell, what is even wrong here? Like, this level of suffocation is just bizarre. I just try to do something completely innocuous, like, and they, like, I want to scratch my skin off with these people. Anyway, I'm just like, okay, this is stupid. This is stupid. So I run over to another check stand and just buy it over there. And I'm like, okay, good. I'm glad I did that. Then I look back on this situation. I'm thinking, these are my guardians? This is not normal. What magnitude of suffocation is this? Like, what child? Like, what? I don't even know what to say about it. It's like I can't even remember what reasons they would have to justify me not buying such a innocuous, such a inconsequential thing. What is wrong with these people? So anyway, that's the background I was coming from just a few years before this. I ended up using that wallet for like 12 years, I think. Oh, a lot of years. I used that wallet till it fell apart. Just like, what the fuck? The level of suffocation. Anyway, that's what I was coming from. So then I I lose my mind over in Lake Tahoe. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to Wisconsin. It's going to be better. So for once in my life, I just wanted one thing. I said, I want this one thing for Xmas. I don't need to open 15 presents. I'm over that. I just want this one thing for this very specific, logical, practical, mature freaking investment purpose. Oh, and so they just think, oh, it's a frivolous thing. He just wants it for music. He just wants to have those iPod earbuds in and just like jamming to his music. You know, that goofy teenager listening to his music, not listening to the man. I just like, no, idiots, stupid idiots. This is actually very serious, and I wanted to stay in condition. I had dreams of reconnecting with Elizabeth one day, and all these things, So we get to this store, and Grandpa's like, no, you gotta do what I think. You gotta do what I'm just like, oh, God, here, it's all happening over again. Oh, he's gonna control me, and he's gonna freaking make me feel bad that I'm not gonna do what he thinks. So finally, he keeps arguing with me, and I'm finally, okay, all right, I'll get the 20. All right, you happy? You brought me down from the 40. You brought me down from the 40, so he's just like, oh, yeah, I'll pay for it. But he's already so upset that I didn't get the 10. But I didn't want the 10 or the 20. I wanted the goddamn 40 gig. I also wanted people to not freaking try to control what I'm supposed to be buying with my money, because that they give me supposedly to buy what I want. I thought it was supposed to be what I want, not what you want, not what you think. Like, it's not even about you. This is very private, specific purposes. Why are you even trying to involve your... Why'd you give me this money if we're just gonna end up buying what you think? Why are we buying an iPod for you? Or what? I don't even think he understood what... I don't know if he understood what even the difference was between the different models. Not like he was tech savvy. He wasn't fucking gonna use it. He didn't even he considered some kind of frivolity, like, oh, why didn't I get some line for my boat, like he would get, or some, or or nice flashlight. Yeah, that's grandpa stuff. I'm getting an iPod. This is me. I do me. You do you. But he always had a history of pressuring people to do what he thinks. Not supposed to do that, because you do you. I don't care that you're this a big successful empire builder in Racine, Wisconsin. That's what worked for you. This is my time now. This was my generation. Like, why do you have to take over everything, Grandpa? What do you... Anyway, he's had a history of pressuring people to do what he thinks, always with negative results. So he thinks, because he's the matriarch, he has to drive... Sorry, patriarch. He has to drive in everyone else's lane too, because what works for him is what he has to make everyone else do too. No, it's just not the way it works, Grandpa. You're supposed to drive in your lane and then allow us to drive in our lanes. I'm sorry, you never learned that phrase. Anyway, so I resented the thing right off the bat. All it represented to me every time I looked at it was being controlled and derailed and suffocated, and all these things coming up from all the past 19 years of youth. Oh, and I thought, oh, God, I come to Wisconsin and it all happens over again. Okay, so anyway, but I got the thing. But then it just and I'm like, okay, well, I'm still gonna try to go ahead with things. Then it becomes this huge, like, controversy, like, families debate at yet another farcical luncheon. And I hear my cousin Kara start yakking away. Well, I don't think that would be a good purchase because blah 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 and yak yak yak, and I don't know, that might not be practical and maybe. I'm just like, well, no, I was getting it, kind of to do certain things that I was trying to do, and the, oh well, to each his own, but yak 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 and blah 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 and blah blah blah. I'm just thinking, why doesn't she just shut up? Shut up. Why can't you shut her damn mouth? Why doesn't Kara shut her damn mouth? If you don't have nothing good to say about it, shut your damn mouth. Or I don't know, maybe, oh, you got an iPod for Xmas, did you? Oh, that's cool. Moving on. Yeah? Huh? Huh? No. Okay. So then that. And so it's like I'm already upset about that thing off the bat. And then they just think, oh yeah, this teenager, he's listening to his iPod, he's jamming to his music. Oh yeah, it's this freaking frivolous, stupid thing. I fucking hate most of you. I think deep down you know that you suck. And you know that you murdered my soul. Not that you give a crap, is what you wanted. I know it is. So many of you. But anyway. So then we go up to Shore Lodge, the cottage that my parents boycotted for so many years. So I barely ever even got to go up there. My mother decided to stop all that. Because, well, that's a different story. Oh. And then Grandpa's probably still upset that I didn't do exactly what he thought that I even compromised. So we're all milling around in the living room or somewhere, and then, people are just doing whatever, and then he just comes out with this, Steve, now I don't want you listening to that at work, because you don't understand responsibility. It's just like, oh God, what is he doing? What is he doing to me? What? Oh man! And then everyone starts, and I'm just like, well, why can't? What's? I don't know. I'm just like, why are we even talking about this? I don't know. And then everyone starts chiming in like the pecking order. Well, no, Steve, you need to focus on your job. Everyone. And then we have this big ordeal about that. I'm just thinking, I don't even want it for music. That wasn't even the main purpose. I wanted it for fucking Tony's 30-day program that I wanted to condense on the thing. Stupid idiots surrounded by morons. Fucking, why did I come here? Anyway, I still try to go ahead with this thing. I have a FireWire card installed at one of the computers at work, and I spend late overtime hours, okay? Now, spend hours renaming thousands of files on that thing for the program, for the 30-day program, because whoever named the track names, they didn't put the same amount of digits in every track, so they end up out of order. 1 through 10 ends up underneath 100 or something. It gets all mixed up. So I realized I'm pretty much going to have to rename every file here so that it has zeros where there's no digit. It's all got to have the same number of character digits in it so that they'll all line up properly in the playlist. So I fucking spend hours renaming thousands of files, literally. I fucking get carpal tunnel in my hand, my wrist. I think it's my left. I get like muscle spasms in my wrist for a short time, and that's not even the point. So don't even start about that. The point is, I spent painstaking hours renaming files. At the same time, I'm just like, why is everyone ruining this for me? Why won't everyone shut up? And then they just on and on about the iPod. Well, the iDot. Oh, iBlob. Oh. So I'm already upset about coming off Elizabeth, and then Kara opens her fat yak, and then Grandpa is just like makes this big controversy about it, like it's Steve jamming to this teenager jamming to his iPod, not paying attention, not being responsible. It wasn't even about the music, you stupid man, meddling. Why did you have to ruin it? Anyway, these, among other things, other frustrations with the family and so forth, it begins to mount. I just going freaking crazy around all these people all the time, and I'm just really broken up about Elizabeth. What? That was really bad. My fucked up upbringing and everyone, and oh god, this family of suffocators and Kara's poison. Anyway, it builds up inside. At one evening, I just snap a little bit. I start swinging my bat at my couch in frustration, and the iPod got in the way. I don't think I originally intended to hit it. It just got in the way. But once it got hit once, there was no turning back. The fucking thing got smashed to bits. So I was like, fuck it, I don't even want the fucking thing anymore. Forget it. Just forget it. Fuck y'all. Thanks a lot. Thanks for nothing, Grandpa. Maybe you could have just let me get the one I fucking wanted and just shut up. And maybe Kara could have just shut up if she didn't have nothing good to say. And maybe everyone could have just shut up about it. We go up north for vacation, and he's just like, no, you can't be, you need to be responsible. You can't do this. And I just think, who's even talking about this? What do you think I'm going to be just jam into my iPod all over work like, how stupid do you think I am in the first place? Like, you're just upset that I didn't do exactly what you thought I should do. Fucker. Can't you just let people do what they want and stop meddling and everything? What's this meddling gene that's passed down through the family? Who has ever liked that? But yet everyone continues to do it to each other. Nobody likes that, so why does everyone keep doing it? So anyway, I fucking smashed the fucking thing. Ended up with nothing. So then the following October, I ended up joining the Navy. Without the iPod, Tony Robbins' 30-day program. Without that, my secret weapon. And I have no doubt my enlistment would have gone a lot better had I had that, had I stayed in condition, and I most probably would not be in the wrecked, destroyed state that I am today. This murdered inside, murdered soul. Anyway, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? Like, it just had a very private, specific, smart, focused, wise purpose for the whole thing, and I just worked so hard, painstakingly changing files and doing all this stuff They won't, but they just won't shut up. Why does he have to fucking meddle in everyone else's decision? He doesn't know anything about iPods. He doesn't even... He was never gonna use the frickin'... He's into boats and flashlights and whatever else that Grandpa did. Like, why couldn't... Jesus Christ, why couldn't I just have one thing that was what I wanted? I didn't want 15 presents, I wanted one. For very smart porpoises. And I figured I would have it for years, so I would have appreciated the extra capacity, because I never knew what stuff I would end up storing on it. It's an external hard drive, right? Yeah? See, my generation knew a little bit about computers. You didn't. I couldn't. You just... All you saw was, oh, that one's cheaper. I'm gonna pressure Steve. I'm gonna come down on him so hard just because he needs to do what I think all the time. Everyone needs to do what Grandpa thinks. And if we do anything other than that, then he's gonna freaking ruin it for them. He's gonna make sure they know how upset he is that I didn't cave all the way. I was just like, okay, fine, I'll get the 20. I didn't want the 20 or the 10. I wanted the 40. Thought it was $500 to get what I want. So, I didn't want $200 extra dollars. I wanted the freaking iPod 40. I don't remember what the fuck the extra $300 went to, because, I didn't want, it probably just went out the window. I have no idea what it got spent on, because that's not what I wanted. So thanks, guys. Yeah, the end.